What's the best way to procrastinate? Well, if you watch me, you see how I've procrastinated away from doing my fabric Wheel of Fate fabric. I'm still torn up with what I'm going to make out of it. So I decided to make this stuff instead. If you want to see what I've made, stick around.
Here today with StaceyJ. Welcome to the show. I'll chat around and tell you what I know. What has happened since I have been gone? Settle in and settle down and enjoy the show at StaceyJ Studio.
Hi, I'm StaceyJ and this is my studio. I've taken you for a different angle today. Don't know why, it's a little bit wet and bleh outside. Well, the sun's kind of shining, but it looks a bit yuck out there. So you get to see my ironing board. I have been busy in the workplace this week. Should I call it a workplace or is it a play place this week? Now, I don't know if you remember when I finished one of my fabric Wheel of Fates, I had some fabric left over and the big toss up over it was going to be, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? Well, it was that day that I decided to take a note of all the things I wanted to make before the end of July. The list seemed long and I covered some of them. Right, what I had written down here was to make the Harriet bag, a shirt for Josh, a shirt for Danny, a Lego shirt for Chris, the Tamarama Set, the fabric Wheel of Fate, which was the pearl pants I made, and the a Harry woven dress. Well, procrastination is the biggest time waster, but not this time. I'm really happy with what I've gone over and what I've done. I'm going to put up a little video of me and I'm going to be showing off some clothes. I'll be talking in the order, but I do not know how long this is going to take. So I'm just going to talk through what I have made. I will go through each pattern with you as well. So hopefully I can be clever enough tonight when I edit to make it all sound seamlessly what I'm talking about at the time. So one of the things I wanted to find out, and I spoke to you last week about this, is finding a t-shirt for me. I'm going to Brisbane. Have I told you guys? I'm going to Brisbane for a vacay, a holy bobs, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to get away. I haven't been away overseas since 2019. So I am pretty much looking forward to it. Also went to Sydney that time. And that was when the fires were burning and it was hot. So I'm hoping for some hot as well. So I was going through trying to find out my best friend, Bound to Me t-shirt, Bound to Be a Tee, sorry, by Pant Emporium. That's the one I chose to sort of fluff with for a bit. It's one Mum and I had purchased a while back. She selected one tee, I selected this tee, so I thought I'd better make it because it's been printed for a wee while. Yes, I'm not big on wearing t-shirts unless I'm getting changed into my evening kit, which is usually really soft cuddly tracksuit pants because it's winter, and a t-shirt and maybe a jumper, but we do have the heaters on, so sometimes I take that jumper off. So I thought I'd best find out my best t-shirt for me that I'm going to like. Have I found my favorite? Well, I've only made one. So I don't know. So actually that's not the one I'm meant to be starting with because I'm going to put the film up now because I realized that I've just stuffed up. Right, so what I'm going to bring to you right now is this was a quick make I made today. Today's being Friday being the 1st of, can you guys believe it's August? The 1st of August. So although this is my July makes, I am pulling through and going to show you what I made today, which is this awesome Summer Breeze dress by Pant Emporium. It is such a quick make. It's a dress and it's a quick make. I mean, it's super quick. And there's ways you can make it even quicker if you wanted to. Sorry, I'm just pulling it out of the thingo. Out of the thingo being the pouch. Okay, what does it tell us about this little one here? It has a drawstring at the top. It's got soft gathers, or soft gathers. You can pleat it as well, or you can leave the shoulders vacant. You can put elastic band in the where there's a drawstring. I made the drawstring. I made the drawstring. That is the drawstring as well, out of the same fabric. I made mine is out of a crepe chiffon. It has got cranes all over it. I bought this fabric a while ago. I bought this from Lincraft, and it is transparent, but I don't think you can see my underwear under it, so I'm pretty stoked. So look at this. I made a matching tie that goes around my, it's actually a high-waisted one. I got cranes on my butt. I got cranes on my front. I'm really happy with this. This is something I wanted to make that is going to be light and casual. We're going to the Gold Coast as well, and they better be putting on the weather for me, because I want to sit out on their deck and I want to look over the water and I want to drink cocktails in this dress. This is a cocktail drinking dress, people, and I'm quite looking forward to wearing it. It's got beautiful big splits up the side. If I can find the side, beautiful big splits. It is just basically made of rectangles with slight shapeness to them, just slight shapeness to them. I did buttonholes in the front here, as per the instructions. I did, however, lift that up. I mean, you got to go down further to get the girls now, because, you know, life has happened and things have sunk. However, I didn't want it opened up. I want to be able to wear a bra. It is a bit open at the arms, and I am thinking of hand stitching that up, but I still want it kind of loosey. But I think that is going to be too tight on my bust if I do that. I do love this. It's my first make for August. I'm happy with it. Made it today. Happy camper. Happy girl. Can't wait to wear this in Australia. As we're going to the Gold Coast first, after Canungra. Okay, so we're not going to the Gold Coast first, but it is one of the first long week that we have there in one place. So stoked as. Such an easy make, people. There's a cut of a short one or a long one. I obviously made the long one. I did bring it up a little bit so that it wasn't too long. I'm not a tall girl. I'm not a short girl. I'm 5'5" and a half. The half matters. 166 centimeters. And I enjoy my height. I like my height. I respect my height. Don't want to be any shorter or any taller. I'm just looking if there's anything else you need to know about this. No, it's pretty good. I like it. Nice, easy make. I might make one in rayon next, because I do like it. That fabric, I think it cost me about $2.50 a meter, and I got about, well, it said on the paperwork, on the little sticker, I've got a Kylie in the Machine sticker, it said 6 meters. I had 4 left over, and I made that, and it's a long dress. So I know I got 4 left over. That's all that matters. So there's one item. It's not the first one I made, obviously. It's actually the last one I made. Okay, back to that Bound to Be tee. Okay, fantastic. I love the way the neckline is done on this. I like the fact that it's a binding, a band, sorry, not a binding. I like it. I like, it makes me think of a t-shirt. Funnily enough. I might try the longer one next time I make it, but I'm pretty happy with it. You will see that I'm wearing the bright pink one. I also made a light pink one that was the scoop neck. I was speaking to Jackie from Hamilton yesterday. We had a quick chat. She was still at work, gave me a quick chat. We're talking about the neckline on me. A few other people have said too they prefer the higher neckline on me, which is the midi. I'm for that too. That's why I thought I'm not making another scoop neck after I made it, because I just felt a little too scooped. You know, the girls don't push up. The girls don't go, hurry, and nice around. Those are more sunken nowadays. So I like to have that little bit, not modesty by any means, don't get me wrong. I'm not that modest. But I just think it looks nicer on my chest at the moment. Could be my bras. Maybe I need some new bras. Who knows? So that's the Bound to Be tee. I would recommend that if you are looking for a nice, easy, cutesy wee t-shirt. It's not too tight. It's not too loose. And I like that length on me. You'll see it. I made it in the dark blue. That was staticky. Someone said there's a spray or something that I've got. I did listen. I did read it. I think it was from Farmers, made in Australia. Correct me if I'm wrong. but I still haven't hemmed that one, so don't know. So that's the pink one. The light pink one's upstairs. The next thing I've got for you, so that's the pink tee. Sorry, I meant to be doing this really much better than I am, but you know what? You get that with StaceyJ. So there's my pink one. I did the cover stitching all around on the top. I don't know how I like my cover stitching yet. I love my machine, but I don't know how I like my cover stitching on necklines like this. I don't know if it should be going under or half on, half off. Like I said, I'm not a big tea girl, so I should buy one. I should buy a t-shirt and have a look and see what they do. I just love that neckline. So that is the pink, and like I said, light pink upstairs. Next one is this is same fabric as the dress at the beginning. This is what I made first with it. This is a Kingfisher from the Sewing Revival. I've never made this. Had it for ages and ages and ages. Mum's made a couple of these, I do believe. And I thought I'll whip one up. I think it's a nice wee tee to wear with over there in Brisbane and Gold Coast. It's nice and light. It's the chiffon, the crepe chiffon. Okay, it's heavy, but it's not heavy. It's light. This is a awesome wee top. I've just got the instructions here. It is a raglan sleeve, which I do like a raglan sleeve. I don't always like a raglan sleeve on me, but I'm quite happy with this. Tell me what you think of this one on me. It comes in a full sleeve, a short sleeve, or a 3/4 sleeve. Okay, that's actually the designer. And do you think I can remember her name? No, why? I can talk. I'm talking without forgetting too much. This versatile top is for all seasons. Short 3/4 or long sleeves. It's woven fabric. It's finished with a ribbing or stretch neck for the bands. I got myself some little white stretch t-shirt and fabric, and I just did that on there. I could not find a blue or a pink that was going to match that, so you know what I went with matching those white flowers, and I think it looks brilliant. If I don't say so myself. I did say so. So high-low scoop at the front there. Raglans are so easy to make. They are just bada bing, bada boom, done. I usually take the back, put the back of the sleeves on first, sew them up, and then the front goes through it, and you don't mess it up like then. Plus I had short sleeves, so you couldn't really mess it up. Long sleeves, maybe you get a bit confused, but no. I love a good raglan. So that was from the Sewing Revival. Down here in Nelson, New Zealand company. I have a link downstairs in the description for the company. I am affiliated with them. So if you would like to go and have a look and see what they do have, just jump onto that link. It's just very cool. I like the top. I never made it before, and Mum said she'd made it, so I was like, here's the little line drawings there. Okay, by now I reckon I've finished working on that. Right, the other one is the Bound to Be tee. Again, is my flamingos. Okay, I bought this fabric ages ago. When I say ages ago, I think it was last year. But why? Why haven't I made anything out of these flamingos? I was actually making this when I was talking to Jackie, and I explained to her I don't know how long this is going to last because these are actually painted on. Okay, so I'm hoping that it's going to last a while. The fabric is awesome stretch, lovely stretch about it, and I think it just looks so cute with these little crazy flamingos all over it. Julie, pretty flamazing, don't you think? I think pretty flamazing. So that's the Bound to Me tee again. So that was really cool. The next one I made was one of my people, it wasn't their favorite when I spoke about it, and I got this as one of the monthly freebies from Style Arc, and that's the Harry dress. Okay, I don't know why I say that all the time. It does do my little brains in. I hate to think what it does for you. Now, I told Deb from DB Designs in Australia. So this is a slight A-line shape. It's a dress as well. I made obviously the top, not the dress. So if you do the dress, it's below the knee length cut line on the pattern for the hip which is my version that I made. It's got diamond sleeves with tucks and elastic, and the option for a round neck or a v-neck. V-neck, Deb guessed I was going to do a v-neck. I'm a v-neck kind of gal. The back net split with open and loop and a button. You do not need that. Okay, I can put that on my head, but I did it anyway because, well, I did. It's the same as this one. This is the Be Mine balloon sleeves from Patent Emporium, and I don't need to undo that. I don't even know if it's nicely. Elastic encased on the front and the back of the body. Now, I have a habit sometimes of feeling very boxy in some tops because I am so big in the bust, but I think this is such a cute pattern. I think it's quite cute. The elastic on the sleeve, I will not lie, was a bit of a pitter because I got elastic and cut it to the length, but it was very tight elastic, so it did not stretch as far as I did, so I had to go and unpick that, and then I went and got another one. And that's on the bottom there, but I do like that tee. I think it smartens up. I'm wearing with my black jeans. I think it smartens up my black jeans, makes it look quite cool. So that is that. Right, how many have we got? Are we counting? Is someone counting in the background there? Okay, Fabric Wheel of Fate. We pulled out the old Harriet. We know we did the Harriet. If you'd watched my Fabric Wheel of Fate, you'd know that I had made this cutie patootie wee jacket. It was perfect for this fabric as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I need to iron the collar. And I made the corded welt buttonholes, and I did self-covering buttons, which I think classies up most jackets. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I had a little bit left over, and people kept saying, why don't you make one of those hats you make? Why do you make one of those hats? Now, I had that pinned down, ready to make one, and I went, what if I make a bag? And I put that out to you guys. You guys get bag. So guess what? I got the Harriet by Swoon. This is the Harriet bag for the Harriet jacket by Swoon. It's got little love hearts on the sides here. You'll see me. I had a little bit of issue trying to open one of the zips. They were proving to be a bit of a pitter, but I got there in the end. So I made the contrast fabric. I made it the same. I didn't want it contrasting. I wanted a black bag. So why not make the bag black? I do not have a black bag that I've actually made myself. So I have now got one. It has, I've used a, I want to say a vinyl, a faux leather. What's cuter? Faux, no. I've used one of my vinyls, just plain black vinyl, which I think gives it a lovely contrast. And let me do this up. I don't know if I'm talking a mile a minute, but I'm actually really happy at the minute. Happy with my, yeah. Anyway, so I've got some rivets, double-sided rivets, okay, double head rivets, and matching. So it's all of my hardware is silver. That was probably my hardest choice. What am I going to make? Silver or bronze or gold, or so silver was the winner. I am happy with that. So I'm really stoked that you guys actually said make sure you make a bag. I'm really happy with the bag I chose. I do have quite a lot of Swoon patterns, and flicking through trying to think what my fabric would fit. That one scored big time, I think, because a lot of it was actually a contrasting vinyl. So, yay. Okay, so we've done the Harriet from Stylight. We've done the Harriet from Swoon. The next thing I'm wearing, I believe, is my high-waisted / pearl pant from Swim Style in Australia. Now, excuse the top I'm wearing with it because I haven't yet made the matching top with this. Just be thankful I haven't made a bound to be tea white and wear it with that. But I probably will be making one of those for the casual look with these wide leg pants. Love these pants. Love the fabric. This fabric was yet another one of my Fabric Wheel of Fates. And I plucked this one out, and everyone seemed to be very happy with my choice of what I made. It's got those lovely deep pockets. It's got the pleats at the front, which always highlight my mum tum, but I got 3 beautiful children that help make that mum tum. Yay me. So that is fantastic. I do love them. They have, of course, merged that pattern now into the pearl. So that's basically the pearl. I never put the belt loops on. Probably won't wear a belt with them. I don't see the necessity of it. So that's probably why I did not do that. Plus, I did not like my belt loops. That'll do it. So I'm gonna yet print off the pearl. I don't know how different the 2 patterns are from what I read on the exchange I had with the owners. Sharon, I think, responded to me. I want to say it's Sharon. There didn't seem like a massive amount of changes that were done. So basically they're the pearl pants. So if you're thinking about making the pearl pants, jump on to Christine from Gemini Stitcher. She is so making she's just made the pearl shorts, and she went away to Barcelona, and then she's I don't know why I say it like that. I do it all the time. And then she's making the pearl pants, I think, this week. So jump on and have a look at hers. She loves those pearl pants as well. And who else do I know that's just recently made the pearls? Cannot remember. Gone. I've been watching lots of vloggers. Or it might have been a new vlogger I've picked up. Can't remember. Anyway, so what is my next thing? My next thing is my I wore my Tamarama pants from my Tamarama pants I put on with my pink top. Now that pink top I did make specifically to be able to also wear with these pants, so that I do have a style up if I want to. It's a bit warmer than what this top is, but it still goes really well because it's got the pink in there that matches it. I do possibly want to make something a little bit different. Upstairs, I've got a 3-tiered skirt, 2-tiered skirt that I made. I also made the bias cut cami style to go with the skirt. Same fabric. So just could you imagine that with just a little cami as well? I love the suit. I've done a full review on this particular suit. Here's the top as well. Absolutely adore the fabric. It's just so soft. It's so gorgeous. Yep, so that's actually a make 9. It's a make 9. So bada bing bada boo, 2 with 1 shot. What else have I got here? I have got the I made one of these for a friend. They've got theirs. This is just like it, so I put it on because I made one during the month of July. And I also have my orange ripped jeans. Now they were half done. What can I say? I pulled them out of the whip pile and said, come on, StaceyJ, you've got to get your finger out and do it. So I put the zips on the bottom. I've finished off sewing. I've got some double head rivets on 2 spots there. Just really love these little jeans. Think they're quite cool. Something funsies to walk around and keep you warm. And the multiple of colours that you can actually wear with it, because yes, they are orange, but they are covered with so many other colours. I would probably try and stick to a plain shirt. I don't know if you've noticed, I've made a couple of plain 1-coloured items. What can I say? Right, the other one I have put on is a pale blue shirt. Now, the pale blue shirt is not for me. It's not even my size. It's a man's shirt. And yes, we can wear men's shirts, but Stacey's got girls, and girls don't fit in men's shirts. As you can see, it's tight as and around the neck. This is a size small. I was making this more of a sample to see if I could get my son Samuel to try it on for Josh. Now, Josh is about Samuel's size, and I have got some funky monkey fabric to make him something. Wait there, I'll show you. So this is fabric. It is a nice stretch. It's actually nicer stretch than I keep remembering it being. It's all pre-washed. And I'm making a shirt for Josh out of it, and I'm making a shirt for Mr. Christopher out of it. I wanted to see this on Samuel because I'm worried about the neck how high the neck is. I know that Mr. Christopher doesn't like high necks. Now, this t-shirt was recommended to me by Adam from Adam Sews. I was chatting to him one night, and I asked him what t-shirt he liked for him. And it was one of his favourites, so I grabbed that one. It does have the little cover. Now, I had a hell of a time making this tee. Now, I'd just been making t-shirts on my sewing machine, my straight sewer. It was doing nice. I had the stretch needle in. I had everything correct. But this fabric, it was skipping all the time. All the time. Then something happened to my overlooker. And then when I tried to cover stitch, there was another blarmy going on there. So I had one heck of a time making this t-shirt. I turned off all the heaters, turned off everything in this room, locked the door at about 1 o'clock, and I went up. I think it must have been Tuesday, because my daughter was home. And I sat there with my daughter watching RuPaul's Drag Race all afternoon. I literally almost lost the plot. Well, one could say I did lose the plot. But I did finish making it. I went down to my little domestic and put on a picot foot, and everything was the same, except for I changed it. Both machines had knit needles on them, but yeah. And then I made my flamingo one, and I sewed because on the bound to BT, you sew the neckline, you sew it down with the open. You don't overlock it, so it sits flat. It worked perfectly. Then you stitch around the neck twice to get the 2 centimeters to fold over to give you that nice rib neck. Worked perfectly. This is why I don't make stuff for people, because the machine says, "No, Stacey, it's about you, darling. Why are you making stuff for other people?" So yeah. So anyway, I got that. You see me put it on. It's awfully tight. It's a small. I'm not a small. And I do need to get my Samuel to try it on, because he's tall and lean. He might want to keep it. I didn't make that for Josh as such. I made it as a sample. So, and if it's okay around the neckline, there is a V-neck with the old Sinclair. And it does have that nice band at the back. As you can see, I went off. By this time I was swearing every curse word under the sun at my t-shirt. Yeah, so this is a Kai semi-fitted crew neck by Sinclair. It is a classic semi-fit crew neck or V t-shirt, mid-hip or long line length. Now, I made long line because I know Josh has a long body, so does my Samuel. So like I said, if Samuel does want it, he gets to keep it. He probably won't want it. He won't wear a duck one. My boy's very classic. Very, when I say classic, I mean Frank Sinatra. Yeah, that era. Linen pants rolled up at the cuff. Cream, or, Anyway, enough about that. It offers a hem short or a longer short sleeved, and a banded short sleeved, band short sleeve, and a long sleeve. Long sleeves can be finished off with a cuff or hem. Optional neckline, seam cover for that professional finish. It's not so professional for Stacey the other day at all. And it's a hashtag. I did the band on the sleeve. See again, see how it's got this the seam there. And see how I didn't do that up there. So you meant to sew the band on at the back, but of course it went a bit skew-whiff because Stacey was screaming and it didn't match up with that. So I was going to sew that and then unpick that because that doesn't. Anyway, see, I like that because well, not that bit. Oh God, that looks terrible, Muriel. Oh, I wonder if Samuel will look at it and go, "Nah, that's horrible stitching, Mum." Anyway, so there you go. So look at what I've made. I've made so many things. I'm like, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 things in 13 days. Sorry, the dogs are going to have a go. The person up the road just bring their rubbish bin back down. But the dogs, they feel that that's the time to talk. So, sorry, I didn't do 15 things in 13 days. I've done the 15 things since the 13th of July. That's what I've done. I've also done something really funky in my book. I'm going to show you. I like to do title pages in my book. I don't know if you can see what it says. Fully understand if you can't. I did do a mistake up there. There's some twink up there. But yeah. So this is my book at the minute. It is full. It's like pages and pages and pages of stuff. I've got, how many things I've got left on my Make 9 to Make? I think I've got 3 things left on it. Yes, 3 things left. I've got the Tatum dress, the Chloe trench, and the Valentina dress. Has anyone made the Valentina dress from Style Arc? If so, thoughts? I don't know. So, that's what I've been up to. That's what I've done. This is a very long vlog. I'm very sorry, but I'm excited. My floor gets started on Monday. I mean, like they're going to put it down. Well, they're going to do something. I don't know. There's going to be some builders here and my stuff's going to be moved around, so I won't be in here, I don't think. No, I won't be in here. How exciting is that? Get my life back in order. That'd be fantastic. Got measured up yesterday for carpet for the vault, and I selected my carpet, and I'm very excited about what I have selected and what has been yeah, I was asked if there was a particular colour that I wanted my room, my vault to be, as in carpet, from the carpet people. And I told them the colour, and the lady said, "Are you kidding?" And I went, "You'd like to think I am, eh?" I said, "I'm not kidding." So, yeah, they had it. It was a leftover, a cut-off, and it's going to fit in the room, and I'm going to be able to have a little bit of a cut-off of it too, and that can be a runner in my studio. I mean, I haven't stopped smiling since I found out. I actually, when the guy came to measure and he showed me the samples, and he showed me all these samples, I'm like, oh, that's nothing like the colour I suggested. And then he pulled that rabbit out of his hat, and I went, why did you show me the others? I said, that is the one. That is, oh my gosh, that is the one. And so yes, that is the one. So it's set aside for me now. I rang the lady, her name's Jackie, and she is from the carpety place. Not carpety, but you know, hang on, I'll be back in a second. I do have a business card. Here I go. From Devon Patterson Flooring, and her name is Jackie, and I am, yeah, stoked. If you don't know what stoked means, that means I am so happy. It's just not even funny how happy I am. And yeah, so that's me. That's, I think, all I've done. I've been tossing up on a lot of things to make. I've got a lot of ideas I want to make for Australia. I do have to get those shirts out though. So that, but my brother is gone, and I think he's content with life. You know, when you're content, you tend to just put on a little bit of weight. So I think he has since the last time I've seen him. So I know there's no sewing machines over there for me to make one while I'm there, but I'm trying to guess what size to make him. Have I shown you the fabric? Oh, I didn't show you, but I had to get it out anyway to find it. My brother is a member. He was the president for a very long time of the Brisbane Four-Wheel Drive Club. I think that's what it's called. And that's the fabric. I'm just wondering if I've washed it. I'm just going to look for my overlocking traits saying that I have. Yes, it's overlocked, which means I have washed it. It's a craft cotton, and I want to make him a shirt. Mum reckons he won't wear it. But my brother's as crazy as Mr. Christopher, so I reckon he will. I reckon he will. And his sister made it. You know? So I think I need to make him a large. What I need to do for Mr. Christopher is do a FAA for him, a full abdominal adjustment. Yes, that's what it is called. And he asked me if I was going to show you guys how to do it. He said, you've shown them how to do an FBA. You should show them how to do an FAA. And I'm like going... So I've got the measurements to do that. But yeah, that's me. That's my week. Well, you saw me all last week, and you might have seen some of these already made last week, but this is my roundup for July. It's what I've made through July. I'm really stoked, really happy. Just, I feel I've, when I got flooded, I felt weighed down, waterlogged, something or other, and the room was always cold, and it was just hard to get a momentum going, although I wanted to do a lot of sewing. So I think not because the flooring's coming down. I just think I just pulled my spirits back up, put in my vodkas, my gins, my bourbons, my whiskies, put them all in and got my spirits back up. So yeah, anyway, that's me. Let's call it a Friday Sews. Let's call it a catch up with StaceyJ. See what she was sewing for July. I don't normally do a monthly roundup of what I was sewing. So new to me. Tell me if you liked and enjoyed it. I had to prove I do sew because we were going through a little bit of a spell of no sewing. But anyway, that is me. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to sign out and tidy up my little array of clothes, take them all upstairs, get them prepared for my suitcase. What else was I going to make? My friend Karina over in Norway has made this most gorgeous passport holder carrier thing, and I'm thinking about looking up and making one of those for our passports and documentations that we might need. I'm really looking forward to this break. I know Mr. Christopher has been working so many long hours. He's worked till 7:30 2 nights this week. He'll be working again Saturday. He worked last Saturday. He had to go and pick up some stuff from a domestic job he'd been doing. So he's been working. He walks around. So he's buggered. So I can't wait for the shutdown to happen and be finished so that he can calm down. I know he's heading down to Dunedin to see his daughter and taking his mum down to see them. I think they're down there for Jessica's birthday this year. I'm not going. I usually stay here when he goes down there. It sort of seems the way it is. Somebody's going to look up after the girls, I guess. And then he's back up, and a couple of weeks later we're heading to Australia. Did I tell you we're going to Brisbane and the Gold Coast and Canungra? Yes, and catching up with Maisie. So really, really stoked. Anyway, I'm going to go. Stay well, stay warm, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing. Hydrate. Have no regrets. I don't regret making that blue shirt. Sewing machine regretted annoying me. I'll tell you, cuss words left, right and centre. And save face this summer. Take care, guys, and I will see you next time I'm looking at you. Bye.
Sewing together, we're sewing friends. Our machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. All together we're sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. Sewing together with sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. Sewing together with sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. All together we're sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. Sewing together with sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. Sewing together with sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. All together we're sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. Sewing together with sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. Sewing together with sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La-dee-da, dee-da. All together we're sewing friends on machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. La-dee-da, dee-da. La Our machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. Sewing together, we're sewing friends. Our machines at the ready, gotta love this fun. Subscribe, like, and share, just to let me know that you care.